If this could happen to ex-President Donald Trump, it could happen to any one of us. I believe that this is a travesty of justice. I believe it was unfair to Donald Trump and an abuse of our legal system with damaging consequences. And this is not about Donald Trump. This is about abuse of process. This is about due process. And this opens a Pandora's box of extreme proportion. And joining me tonight to discuss this historic case are former prosecutor and News on Merit Street anchor Lonnie Coombs, and my good friend who has left an indelible mark on the courtroom, a Dallas trial lawyer for 50 years, recognized as one of the best lawyers in this city 11 times, just an absolute brilliant legal mind with a commitment to justice, Mr. Rod Phelan. Welcome these experts, please. Now, Rod, I have said that I thought this was a travesty of justice, and I guess what I'm talking about is the fact that this was a case supposedly about hush money. This was a case about business records that were supposedly illegal. And first off, let's talk about the hush money that this whole thing was predicated on. There's a problem with that, and the problem is that there's nothing wrong. This is a made-up term to sound scandalous, but that's just another term for a non-disclosure agreement, is it not?
There are thousands, millions of non-disclosure agreements. Their very purpose is to hush up the person who is receiving the payment to be quiet. That's what a non-disclosure agreement is. And this prosecution in this case was allowed to say that paying her for silence was illegal. But she had no duty to tell that story. She had every right to keep it quiet or sell it. And paying her to keep that story quiet was, you can be critical of it. You can think that wasn't a nice thing to do, nor was her story a nice one to hear. But there was absolutely no crime involved in paying her to keep that story quiet. And that's the heart of the case, that this was an illegal payment.